Hello.
This my heart. What is going on now? Oh, we're in Lagos. Are we in Lagos?
Yeah, we're in Lagos, as you can see.
I think it's the air.
You don't have luck when it comes to this thing.
Hey, I don't know. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Happy Saturday.
Who is in the building?
It's a day. It's not a day. It's a week to Christmas. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a week to Christmas.
Who is in the building?
Let's check. It's my head. Yeah, that's true. I don't really have luck with it. But hey,
should I change the background?
Maybe you can.
Let me take us to Toronto.
Yeah, because we need to be in the snow. It's actually snowing right now.
Yes, sir.
It's snowing now. So yeah. But either way, just leave it.
Like...
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. We are the Commonsensesisters.
Yes. My name is Yo-Yo.
My name is Ella.
If it's your first time of seeing these amazing faces, you are welcome. I don't know where you have been in the YouTube street, but you are welcome. And anyway, Saturdays are the days that we do live where we interact with debates and we'll talk
about things with the Common Sense Squad.
With the Common Sense Squad, yes. Sometimes the topics, they can be very heavy, but in between we have a very good time, and that's how we check on ourselves in the Common Sense Sisters, community forum. Anyways, you should start with the rules. Then
all right.
The topic.
Basic rules that we announce in every live. You know what to do if you've not subscribed. Subscribe. Be respectful. Be open-minded. Stay on topic. Hit on the notification bell. Like, share. Those general things. If you're new to the channel, you can check out our about page to let yourself know more about the Common Sense Sisters and the Common Sense Squad. And for regular updates, you can visit our community page. That's where we always keep everybody updated. You can also check out our playlist and watch all the videos.
Very entertaining videos.
Including the adverts. We have like back-to-back content coming for you all. And finally, you can follow us on social media. We are Common Sense Sisters everywhere. Anywhere there's common sense, you find us.
We're there.
Okay.
Well,
we are going straight to the topic.
Your head is so huge.
My head is not huge. Because I'm like
they push
it further.
Well, anyways, whatever makes you comfortable. I'm just saying, because it was cutting off. Anyways, I forgot that one line.
So
yes, today's topic we have been holding our chest since the summer. Because it's summer now.
I feel yes, the summer we wanted to do this topic. Welcome to you. And the topic of today is I hope I put this thing. I would rather move back to Nigeria than pay bills in Canada. Nigeria is better than Canada. Somebody say amen.
I think you should put back the
background. Okay.
No, not put back the background. Put back the post for today. The
post?
Thumbnail.
Okay.
I want to talk about the thumbnail. Okay. Remember when we took this picture? We're talking about Nigerian problems.
No, we're talking about Big Brother. Yeah, we're looking at Big Brother.
Oh, we're looking at Big Brother.
So we're eating roasted corn, and we had some ice slushies
or something.
And and literally the face there is what there was a post that came on social media about one guy that was talking about the problems in their brother and how Nigerians are very, very lucky to be in Nigeria. So literally that was my face and your face.
Yeah, when we saw that this is exactly what we had. And we are going to be sharing that.
We'll be sharing the post when more people come in. When more people come in, we'll be sharing the post.
This topic always
who they say amen to.
Yeah, they are saying amen now.
This topic
I don't know why people take this topic so personal. People take it very
literal.
It's too intense. You know, the people be catching feelings and catching feelings, for those who understand, like they will get in their emotions, they'll be upset. And you see, I always say, like, nobody's paying you for you being upset about when people are talking about certain topics. No, if nobody's paying you for your anger,
should I take up the
yeah, you can. There's no point taking it personal. That's my own opinion.
I feel like going to Lagos again.
Let's go to Lagos.
Go Lagos. This is dirty December. The December is dirty.
Ella, we bought our tickets, or haven't we?
We have now. You know, say they don't open border. They have now opened the border.
Because they've opened the border yesterday.
At least
Canadian government,
they opened the border.
They follow their brother UK.
Their lords to open the border.
Yeah.
To allow other countries that they banned
to start coming in. Yeah.
So
we have decided that
talk about the realities.
Now, what are the coincidences? Could it be that the Prime Minister knew we're going to be talking about this topic today? And it's like, let's open the border. These girls got to go.
Just through that, let us know.
You know, these girls got to go to Nigeria. They got to move back. So we have to open the border, because when we came through the border and saw our country name among the list that they banned because of Omicron, we're like, why? How did they ban Nigeria? Like, not be Nigeria. Omicron
Nigeria, they sustain this Canada.
You know, so. But I believe that, you know, the Prime Minister was after that. These people, they want to go back home. So why not we just?
They want to experience dirty December.
Why not we just?
Let's come and make December.
Yeah.
Christmas back. Okay, I think it's enough. I think we've waited enough for people.
Yeah, so let's
Okay. So this was the funny tweet. I'm going to read it out loud. Last summer. So this person said, Nigerians in Nigeria don't know what God has done for them.
Amen.
Millions of Nigerians overseas are depressed. I stay in New Jersey and I have to get used to this boring and expensive life. You will get to save more in Nigeria compared to the US. You will always live a happy life in Nigeria. So the debate topic for today, for now, is how true
is this to you?
Personalize it to you. Not direct to you personally, as a Nigerian who has probably lived in Nigeria and is living in diaspora. How true
is your happiness based on location?
Yeah.
What do you define as your happiness? Is it based on where you live?
The expenses, the quality of life,
community,
the people around,
communal living.
Is it based on the government?
Music. People like say you go sing, I go comment section. Somebody
is singing.
Yeah, I put that in.
Music says music was not true.
Music, can you explain what's not true? Like being more in context so that we understand.
It's not true that Nigeria is happier.
Yeah, can you elaborate?
What exactly is not true? Sorry, this is another tweet. What exactly is not true?
Because from this particular statement, I want to ask people, what do you define as boring? What do you define as being depressed? I won't use the word depressed. Happiness.
Happiness.
What does happiness mean to you?
What does expensive? Because that word expensive
is very
because Nigeria is expensive, but people don't know.
Nigeria, people got to watch the things we don't miss about Nigeria and the things we miss about Nigeria.
We have it on playlist. Canada and Toronto too is expensive. Everywhere in the world is freaking expensive. There's nowhere that is cheap.
This is how I define expenses. When I pay for something and I don't get it and I have to keep paying for it, that's expensive. Number one, for me, as a Nigerian living here, the most expensive thing, I think this is where I have respect for Nigerians who watch our show, whether they watch the live show, Nigerians based in Nigeria that watch our live shows or just watch our YouTube videos. Data is very expensive.
Before we even run to data safe, let's look at the one that every Nigerian has to get: credit card. What did they? Now credit they call it for Nigeria now.
For recharge card,
recharge card. Recharge card is very expensive.
Yeah.
So for example, here you can get fixed phone bill.
Yeah.
And I'm talking of people who have bought their phone cash out, not people that are on contract.
No. Me, I don't do contracts, so I cannot relate to all those.
You bought your phone cash; it all belongs to
you.
And you're paying a monthly phone bill, which includes texts, calls,
and internet.
You can't compare that to Nigeria.
Yeah.
And people who always say abroad is expensive compared to Nigeria.
We are in abroad.
They calculate it based on the dollar or pounds value. Osage.
Doris.
Compliments of the season. I think she was
Doris, compliments of the
Doris,
season.
compliments of the happy.
How are you?
How are you? So people, when they say abroad is expensive compared to Nigeria, they forget that in the event that you move to Nigeria, and let's say you take everything away from your abroad, you will end up you will end up earning in naira. Then you will realize that it's expensive because everything affects.
And it's not fair.
Everything affects expenses in Nigeria. Freaking dollar. But I never heard that in America or in Canada, wherever, that naira affects the value of things. But it is in Nigeria that you'll be hearing dollar don't go up, oporoko, which is stock fish, is now more expensive.
Pure water is now how many naira?
When we were living in Nigeria, pure water was 5 naira.
Yes.
It was 5 naira. I don't know whether
I also think that when people make that statement, it's not so fair because our naira value is really down right now.
Yeah.
You can't compare it to the time like 2011 or 2012.
Music, you have common sense.
Music, you are musically commonsensical human being.
You are melodious on this channel. That's what you are. Because you have said a commonsensical thing.
Let's read it out.
Being happy is subjective. By the time
Amen.
you pay NEPA, aka PHCN, school fees, recharge card, etc., how is the West more expensive? After you pay all this in After you pay all this in Nigeria, there's no guarantee that you will get those services.
That is what I did. Music,
you are going ahead of
time.
You
are the melody.
Are you reading our notes? Are you reading our notes?
Oh,
also, now we're talking about NEPA. Let's bring it to bills because one of these guys, another guy when you talk about bills. This guy didn't even talk about bills. There's another guy. Oh, no. We are still sticking to this guy.
We're tackling the boring, the expensive,
happiness and expenses.
Yeah.
Now, music spoke about NEPA. We pay different bills in our household of the common senses.
Let's tell you the reality now.
4 different bills.
Yep.
I believe we've done a video about. I don't know if we've done a video
about bills and expenses and all that stuff
in the Edu series time.
Yeah.
So we pay for hydro. Hydro here is called electricity. I did say now water before.
No, I don't know water and electricity.
We pay for gas. Inside the gas bill, there is a water heater tanker
that you have to rent
from a middleman company. That's a different one. That's the third bill.
Middleman.
And the 4th bill is
internet,
and there's something else I'm missing.
Then
water. So that's technically 5 bills. So there's hydro, electricity, water, gas, the heating company, and then internet. The only thing that is fixed is the internet.
Yeah.
Everything else fluctuates according to the months.
According to the months, the season, because here obviously we have the time, summer, the highest peak, summer and the winter.
Yeah, those are the highest peaks because you have to use AC and you have to use heater.
Yeah, exactly.
And I remember I showed you our gas bill the other time, even when we're not around in the country, and it was over $100. And I'm like,
why?
This is for a month where we did not
live here.
We were not here. So why is this bill so high? And I had to calm down for my high houses and remind myself that okay, but when we were not in the house, I bet the freezer was working.
It was working.
Maybe the fridge was working. I bet these things that had to be on.
We also found out that the minimalism in Canada is what is increasing the distance.
My dear, yes, Ebi Wole.
Now so we say hydro na water, but it's electricity here.
It's still by the grace of God that we still condition our brain to say hydro.
And they call her hydroelectricity now for my head. Hi, Ugochi. How are you? Toby, what's up?
Yay!
So I want to understand this thing.
Merry Christmas.
Now let's look at the expensive thing, though.
I had to calm
down.
What is
the expensive?
I had to calm down and say, Ella, wait. You have people in Nigeria that you know that when they paid NEPA bill and they also traveled, they put things in their freezer. These people paid NEPA bill. They have generators. They have 2 generators. They have solar panel and they have transformer. But they still came back
and everything
transformer blew and everything rotten inside.
Check this out. When we traveled, Ella,
there was power outage.
There was power outage in our neighborhood.
We're getting updated.
We're getting updated for how long?
For a couple of hours.
And then it was restored back. I was afraid that when I come home, like my freezer, the things in our
I was telling you, I said, forget about it. We're paying for this stuff. I said, for one, anything rotten, we sue them. But we get 2 months off. But at least I'm paying for the services and I am seeing them. So NEPA, you go. Our auntie, God rest her soul, before she died.
Yeah.
Auntie said she doesn't pay NEPA bill anymore because she knows the lights.
Yeah.
She said if her husband wants to be paying the bill,
He can be
good for
paying
her.
it.
But why would she be paying for services that she does not see?
Yeah.
Only you will pay for NEPA bill. NEPA will still have the guts to come and climb your pole. Have you ever seen anybody climbing pole here?
I know where the pole is. That's why they find my meter. I think when they were setting up our this, I said, please, where can I be reading my meter reading?
Abolake,
Kai, go back and come back and tell us the difference.
my dear, that's why we're here to settle this matter.
But I want to gist this thing out.
Today, this is 1 week before Christmas. We're not settling, we're not bringing any intense.
What is happiness to you?
What is happening? What is expenses? You cannot be comparing naira value.
It's unfair
to dollar. You go say, oh, because I'm going, okay, $1 is 500 and something, $1 USD is 500 and something naira. Hey, Nigeria is cheap now. I can get that for 2 square meals, depending on where you're staying in Nigeria.
Yeah, what do you mean? Everybody keeps talking about that thing, but how many of them are really in that real time?
Yeah, and how many people in Nigeria have the luxury of earning in dollars, converting their money and living that kind of life that you are imagining?
Bam! That's not the reality. President, we hail you.
Yes, so. Because
I don't.
Wahala. We have
wahala everywhere. Wahala is part of life.
Oh,
if you're on this earth and you are not having wahala, then you are already dead. Wahala is, if you are coming from one, another one is waiting for you.
Viva people have said happiness to me is good health care and access to food.
Thank you.
Yesterday night we came back at 2 a.m.
Ugoti, they live for Montreal.
Yeah.
Or Quebec inside Canada here.
In the French-speaking part of the Canada.
Exactly. So now we go out now.
We were not wondering that.
I came back. I mean, we were coming back from work. We rested.
Yeah, we had
took a shower and went out.
You look good. We got in our car.
Reservation. They said no time. The earliest time was 10:30 p.m.
10:30 p.m. Restaurant. We went out. We had a good time. We ate. We enjoyed the
ambience.
We had this debate about the ambience.
But then I did not follow the GPS route. Made us get home very
25 minutes extra. But we're just talking the kind to say we in Nigeria now. Who born us to come back at 2 a.m.? Who born us? You know, feel safe. Another thing that I saw online recently this week about women still not having the ability to go to certain clubs without a man.
Can you imagine?
There is no.
If not for this Omicron, one would be in the club now.
Yes.
Because artists will be coming to perform. I'll be attending late night shows.
Yeah.
Omicron is just disrupting everything.
Omicron. It's not the whole place. I don't know. I think we're going into lockdown very soon. Let me not.
But I'm just saying, what is happiness to you?
In this Toronto, when Nigerians have their club activities or whatever, they will even tell you that it's some of the distance. They will say it's cheaper for women to come because they know if women come, men will come.
So they say if you go before a certain time, it's free.
And you
don't need a man.
I've never gone in here in this Canada. They will say
even in America,
you have a bekus, therefore you cannot enter.
Faith!
Oh Lord. And they are begging women to come to the club because it attracts people. They will say some women cannot go to the club in Nigeria because women know they buy drinks. They charge entry fee to enter the club.
Club people they not get.
Why are you forcing? Is it all the men that has to go there and buy drinks?
At least you can change your strategy and be like, okay, if you are coming to the club, you are at least compulsory. You must spend this amount on
charge entrance fee. Charge entrance fee to enter.
Well, you make your ladies. I mean, you know that I was listening on YouTube. This in some radio personalities talking about the fact that their friend came back. I think fleeing from Yankee or whatever. I wanted to have a good time. They wanted to go out and eat and all those things. Got to the door. They say they cannot enter with their own money. They won't shop a person. They won't drink. You say you cannot enter.
All because of their agenda. Hey, we're doing good. I hope you're doing well. Yes, so Viva. Yeah. Unfortunately, they are probably at home. Idea,
but I'm just saying, what's happiness?
What does happiness mean to? What does expensive mean to? Because I can sit down here and say Toronto is very expensive, and it is very gas. I don't even want to start. It is very expensive, but what I console myself is that I can actually call these companies.
But there's also, but there's also government subsidy stuff.
Yeah, and the government allows all these things. It's your Ontario Electricity Board that allows your hydro this thing. And the other day, they sent out an email to fill out a survey saying about this going to impact your bills. So they try to make the citizens feel included in your life. NEPA don't ever send this survey to ask about their business.
NEPA, they don't send the same survey. They don't send the same survey. Our person go unplug another person, transformer this thing, shoot them for another person's side. Because
of they collect your neighbor electricity. You are using they are making It is even confusing.
Happiness to me, we will be asked. Want to know what happiness means to you? What boring?
What does home even mean to you? Because people also come on the and say there's no place like home.
Okay, yeah, fine. What does home mean to
what
you?
does home mean to you? Home is where I'm paying rent. It's not where you're paying rent.
And I'm getting my services now.
Home is where African store is close by to me. And other grocery stores that I make use of.
Exactly.
Home is where the heart is.
Peace of mind.
And peace of mind.
So what is home?
Home is where you are getting paid and you are seeing your money, things that you are paying for.
You are going to work and you
are getting paid on time. You know, say if they not pay you on time, it can attract consequences.
Exactly.
Another thing that this guy also said I'm sorry, my dear. In his tweet was like,
this is the first one.
It's the first one. Is that you will always leave like he said, New Jersey is boring and expensive. And another question I want to ask this guy: has this guy lived anywhere else
in the US
apart from New Jersey? Because when people just say diaspora,
you live for one crash all your life when you come to abroad.
One crash,
the only place what you do in the abroad is go to church and go to one day and come back and go to work. You don't have a social.
You don't have a social life.
You know,
you say you miss the community, but you still complain about this community all the time.
Everybody talks say home is where your heart is. Where is your heart? Everybody they say home is where your heart is. Home is in fact say home is where my family is. Bam.
What if we have families scattered everywhere like we do? That means we have many homes.
Faith, that means we have many homes though. It depends on the family. Are you talking of nuclear family or combined? Combine. You know, you have to be specific on the family. Music.
I have to run. I will catch.
Music. We're going to miss you. Make sure to settle this. Life is cheaper when society pays service tax.
Music has brought up another topic before leaving taxes. Do you know that some Nigerians are brought in that Nigerians in Nigeria don't pay taxes?
Nigeria pay taxes. Facebook the other day on Twitter they were saying they're going to increase their VAT to 7.5 because of the laws.
That one is. People think that uneducated Nigerians don't actually pay taxes. Like people that, when I mean uneducated or whatever, I mean people that are in marketplaces and whatever.
There's
like,
government tax.
When you see people,
and then there's the one that you pay for area boys.
That's where I'm going to. Because
you know that they watch when they do for
you. Yes, that new people will say in Nigeria you can just set up business anywhere. It's true. You can start frying puff on the streets.
Yeah.
But you will have to settle
the area boys. Even after you are paying rent in that same place.
Because when people go to the markets in Nigeria, they feel that those market women have probably said vegetable whatever. They just set up their shop. They are not paying anything.
They are paying. You have to discuss it.
Why do you think there's market association? When you hear a Nollywood movie, Iyaloja, is that not beginning of the of market? I don't know. That's what
one of the Yorubas will come here and tell us. I'm talking about nuclear family. My partner was. Thank you, Faith,
for explaining.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
I'm going to drop the link very soon.
Now the next post is this man that has come forth and said, taxes abroad are too much. I'm depressed abroad. I'm lonely abroad. You can't save abroad. Life is easier in Nigeria.
Oh yeah, come back to Nigeria now. You people refuse.
Only when you come back to Nigeria before we start to believe you. And that's true. They are bringing to the question of people who are always advocating for let's move back home, let's move back home. And they have not gone back home, or they are saying Nigeria is better, whatever. When people tell you, oh yeah, come back home, why does it get under your skin?
Yeah, that's number one. The number two, it's also your choice if you want to relocate anywhere.
Yeah, in the world.
It's your fatherland. Nobody needs to give you permission to go back to your fatherland.
That's one good correction we're going to make. Nigeria is your motherland.
Nigeria is a fatherland.
Even in our national anthem, it's our fatherland.
To serve our fatherland, nobody can correct me for that one. Nigeria is a fatherland, not a motherland. Fatherland is your fatherland, so you can go home anytime you like.
Yeah.
You know, but you don't. The fact that you are relocating back or anything, don't come and sound like you are intelligent.
They have to consult. And people talk. Nigerians also think that it's only Nigerians that are abroad. No. Mix up with other immigrants, and you will learn.
The same reason why you came here. Shebi, our Turkish friend was talking to us about
insecurity. What time were we at the dentist?
My Indian friends,
8 p.m.
You think that Nigeria have wahala?
And she was saying that these are Turkish friend, whatever. She was saying that
insecurity
in Turkey she can't be out by this kind of time. Where she used to live in Turkey, let me not generalize the full country. Where she cannot be out as a woman at this particular time.
Yeah.
So part of the reasons why you think people are relocating abroad, as for yourself in Nigeria, don't just think that it's only Nigeria that has that problem or whatever.
Problem full world. Now you have to mix up with people.
Immigrant problem varies.
And if you want to go back home, it's okay.
There's some people also come and say, why will you live there when you're abroad, you're washing dead body, you're cleaning people in your house, you're doing this. Are there no people in Nigeria that work in mortuary and do the same jobs? And some of them, they are not paying them. You don't see that case, they are not paying them. During a COVID time for lockdown for Nigeria, I think they did not pay some doctors. That doctor was working for 3 months until they
did not pay him.
Yes,
I think it was in January that story came out.
Which doctor go they work for this America or Canada or whatever? When they no go pay the people that went to 3 whole months.
Drop link, maybe people they call in a beg. I want to know, what does happiness mean to you?
This whole thing is all about the reality of Nigeria, and like when people compare Nigeria on social media to the realities of Nigeria.
Yes, and I think
so. For example, you see pictures, you see people that are rich online, or you see celebrities or whatever. You think that that's how the average.
I don't like calling it average. Like every day, because when we went to Nigeria, when we go to Nigeria, it's only we went to Nigeria. We did Abuja. We go Delta State. We stayed in Asaba. We stayed in we went to our mom's hometown. Went and all those things.
Everybody was pregnant.
We go by road though. By road. Forget about the pregnancy.
Everybody was pregnant. Maybe that's what happiness means to that person.
Oh my God. We go by road. Nobody wait things won't happen to
Please leave me out of this. Please, let's focus on the discussion.
Click the link and come inside the studio. Let's tackle this matter. And this matter is not so. I think that people should stop making things feel so serious. It's not that serious. It's your choice. When you were relocating abroad, did you go and consult?
They did it quietly. That's the thing. They will do it quietly, and they will just disappear. Then they will take picture in the snow or with a New York taxi and post updates. And the one with social, when they were doing this, that King of Bodies thing, welcome to a new dispensation. Everybody got to say, I'm Japa, or people will say, I'm using Twitter now without VPN. Shebi, you went and you lived yourself and you went.
Please, going to school to further your studies abroad is not relocation.
It can be relocation. Why should it be relocation? I not further my studies abroad. Now relocate that.
But it was what? But
now relocate. It was couple, yeah.
That was a joke.
I relocate because I know they live for the country. I don't relocate.
I need people to call in and come and tell us, what does happiness mean?
Now people will go crash course 2 months. Now those are
the ones. Yes.
Stop lying up.
You know, happiness is where I can enter my car or go taxi anytime and go to anywhere I want to go to at any time of the day.
Or use the transit.
Peace of mind.
Transit.
Or use the transit.
Transit is very important. Were we not reading a story about that girl that used Uber?
Today, I don't know where she used that. Today, news came out.
Popo ahead.
The Uber driver said that the fee is less according to what they quoted.
The fee that the app charged, he feels it's less than small. It's too small than what she should be earning.
That she should pay more. And the lady's like, I'm not doing that. Then he started calling her a prostitute. And then she started insulting me. But then he took iron from inside the car and Popo did just. The people rushed and then I think they called police. They took him to the police station according to what I was reading at the time. And then the next day for the girl to go and file charges or write statement, they say a police person at the top came and said they released the person. Happiness is where there's security. Everybody is equal before the law.
And I know there's injustice everywhere, but there's a little. You
will get your day in court.
At least for the most
part,
you will get your day in court.
That's what I'm saying. Basic things.
People will also come and say, hey, there's racism abroad, black people abroad.
We got tackle tribalism next year. We're meeting you people next year.
Of course, there's racism abroad. Of course, all these things happen abroad. For the most part, it's there. Nobody is denying
part of life.
But also in Nigeria, there's tribalism.
There's
your own country person is mean to you because of your tribe. There's colorism. There's accentism.
We're coming like one that we just created that accentism. Whereby
they value you based on how you sound.
Yes, that's what we're saying. Like, so let's just have this discussion. According to this, because for me, the thing when I see it on social media, people get very
happiness
emotional about it.
It's also where, to an extent, democracy is living up to what the meaning means. And if there's injustice anywhere, you can challenge, you can talk about, you can question, you can write to your MP, your member of parliament.
There's freedom
you
of
can
speech.
write to your mayor. You can call the mayor's office to demand for something.
Mayor office not
where your votes are actually counted. Happiness for me now. Yeah. where your government no go disgrace you, where a member of the government will not come out and be saying that the president actually eats modest meals, so he's a modest man.
I don't know, happiness, like what does it mean? What does, okay, let's talk about happiness. Like boring.
Boring can be maybe because when they were living in, as they're living in New Jersey, maybe they don't have access to all those parties they used to go for in Nigeria, or all those things, one thing.
No wahala, Amaka. No wahala. Like, so like I'm just saying, like what does that mean to you? And it's not fight. If you want to go back to your fatherland, it's okay. But don't think that you go back and then everything will be like, it's also relocation you are also doing, right? Back. And you do that with your own dignity and your own pride. But don't come and be try to see you are shaming or say what they supposed to social media shading or whatever this thing. Let's talk about the reality
that live abroad.
You think that we are happy that $1 to naira, the value is like is very terrible? No, we're not happy about that.
Or that your politicians in Nigeria are international and national disgrace to themselves,
you know, or the insecurity we are seeing.
And nobody can tell me that.
Nigeria, and some of you will relocate back. Some people will relocate back to Nigeria. If you are so secure there, why are you carrying police mopo everywhere you go? You should go like everyday citizen.
You need connections. You need this.
Why do you do that? Like, I don't know.
That's what we're talking about today.
That's what I want to understand.
And there's difference between going to visit Nigeria and actually
living in Nigeria.
So you cannot compare your 2 weeks of Detty December to people that actually live there
every
single
day.
They
work hard.
And there are different parts of Nigeria. Nigeria is not only Lagos
and Abuja.
Abuja and a sprinkle of Port Harcourt. No. Nigeria is way more than that.
And there are many hardworking people. And some people also think that being in long traffic and the quality of life, that's another thing. Being in long traffic or being distressed or your way of happiness is going for parties every weekend. Or that's another thing we brought about when people say you enjoy, because sometimes in some government places in Nigeria, people go to work and they don't work.
Oh yeah.
Remember our last time
story? Everyone went to the hospital. And in this is a private hospital in Nigeria. They were selling Ankara and Gari. How can you be in an
educated
doctor, not be optometry, they call the optician? How can you be selling?
You're not working,
trading Ankara in the office.
But also you also expect to get paid.
You also expect or they will be on Facebook. On blogs during working hours. I don't understand it. Not be so we also go where they draw your blood. They shook your hand, shook everywhere.
The blood costs me for my clothes.
It's pay for your clothes now.
But I learned something that with water and salt, the blood can go away from the clothes.
That's a doctor and whatever, whoever pharmacist guy that he was. So what does this quality of life mean? So is it a reality? Do you have the experience of having lived in Nigeria? And it doesn't matter how young you were. Adewale is in the studio. And this is the first. No, this is not the first time. Adewale, we're adding you.
Hey, Adewale, you can unmute your mic.
Hello, commonsensesisters. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys doing? I hope you're enjoying Los Angeles. Same to you. I really like today's topic because it's also something I've always thought about. Like you see people on Twitter arguing about like go back home and people should stay, and also even in this YouTube space, there's some people that make people who Nigerians or Africans who live abroad, make us feel guilty that we don't want to go back home, and that sometimes they tend to shy away from the major issues in the country. And I think it's that guy that made that tweet on Twitter is an example of someone who has been abroad for so long that he has forgotten the reason why he left Nigeria in the first place.
Yes. For people that missed it.
Could it be one to this statement on the screen?
He has forgotten why he left Nigeria in the first place. And I think people who make statements like, oh, you can save money in Nigeria, you can do this in Nigeria, they don't understand basic economics. They don't understand the FX, foreign exchange system. The dollar you're spending in America, it's not good. It doesn't have the same value in Nigeria.
Thank
It
you.
doesn't. It doesn't have the same value in Nigeria. And
Mhm.
like, and if you're going back to Nigeria, I think they always think that they can go back to Nigeria and work in wherever they were remotely. That's how they think. So they think they would make dollar in their abroad and avoid taxes, which is not true.
I know why you're
We
dragging these people, and I'm loving it.
because they always say things that are not true. And Nigerians, like, there are a lot of Nigerians abroad that, like, kind of, because they have this sense of what's the word I want to use, like, they have this messiah complex. Like, they
Yes.
they make they make people abroad feel like we're not
We're missing
building
out.
Africa, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Those kind of things, that they make
Yeah.
people feel guilty, and they
Yeah.
kind of gaslight Nigerians who suffer. Like,
Yes.
it just sounds weird. So they think they're going, like, let's say they're in Canada, they think they're just going to migrate to Nigeria and still be
Mhm.
working in that office in Canada, but they don't know you pay taxes wherever you're working. It doesn't matter where you are. As long
Thank
as that
you.
company is in that country, you're still going to be paying the same taxes.
Mhm.
You're
I
still
know
going to be
why
paying the
they
same taxes. So, I mean, because they lie a lot, you're still going to be paying the same taxes.
my brother
And if you're
tell
in
bring
and if you move back to Nigeria and start working in Nigeria, it's not like you're just going to go there and just get this amazing job working for this foreign company. Even if you're working for that foreign company, that company is probably, even if the company is going to be paying you in dollars, they're still going to consider the standard of living in Nigeria in your salary estimate. They're still going to consider it. So it's not even going to be as much as it is in
abroad.
what's it called, in abroad. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. And you're then, if you're going back to Nigeria, you literally have to be your own government. You're going to provide your own electricity. You're going to provide your own water. You're going to provide your own gas. And those expenses, if you calculate it and convert it to dollars, it's more expensive in Nigeria. It is. It's more expensive in Nigeria. It is. And I always say this thing: the only people who can enjoy Nigeria are people who are making a lot of money. If you're an average Nigerian, you can't compare abroad to Nigeria. The people who enjoy Nigeria are people who live in places like Lekki, VI, Banana Island. Those are the kind of people that enjoy
Even the
Nigeria.
lucky ones.
They're suffering too in their own way.
Ah, did you? I think it's because I even
Flooding,
posted his NEPA bill of 1.something million
of
naira.
course. Of course, they
Guys,
suffer too.
how many times NEPA bring bill? What now? Complain about hydro bill. At least we dey see the hydro. You imagine that we have 2 generators in this house. Imagine that we have solar. Imagine that we have inverter.
That's enough.
4 different streams for lights.
And your outgoings. I
Exactly.
think people think that when they have a lot of outgoings, is something to be proud
If you
of.
spend more money in Nigeria,
Exactly.
it's like a waste person now, and you think you're never happy. My own that time, it was 2 million, and your own is even small. You are comparing your suffering.
Yeah, we compare sufferings in Nigeria. It's always the order of the day. So they just make it seem like in Nigeria you save all the money you make and you get to do amazing things. It's not true. Even if it's true, that takes time. It takes a lot of time. Are you ready? Are you ready to go back to Nigeria to spend that time to get to that level after you settled in wherever you are?
Yeah.
And I think those people who also make that statement of Nigeria is way good and way easy, they're lazy. That's one thing I've also noticed. They don't want
Apart
to pay
from making
taxes.
lazy, they think they can buy their way. So you will hear things like, "Oh, connection." So you know somebody at top, you know somebody at top.
That's not a
You
healthy
can
life.
get away with whatever you.
Before you get to
Exactly.
work, you have to pay how many police officers on the street because they are doing
On the
roadblock.
street.
On
It's
this
not
one,
just police officer. You have in Lagos, you have
last
LASMA, you have VIO, you have the Agberos are also there.
oh,
Baba drop something. Shake body. Yeah, shake body. Anything, all those things are there. All, like when you put everything in books, you realize that you're spending more than you're making.
Yes.
You're spending more than you're making. You still have the family to take care of. How about school fees for your children? School fees in Nigeria, if you want to take your kids to good school, it's very expensive.
millions.
It's very expensive. Millions. It's not. The school might not even be that good, anyways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, look at Sylvester's situation. School might
Exactly.
not even be that good. So I don't. I think they've forgotten why they left Nigeria. Like when I look at them, I'm just like, when you've forgotten why you left Nigeria in the first place. Now you're in this high place, and you think everyone down is just like
Yeah.
your followers, and they just listen
Mhm.
to everything you say. I'm not saying
Mhm.
don't go back to Nigeria. I'm just saying be realistic.
Be realistic.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
realistic. Don't
Okay.
come on Twitter and say, yeah, you're going to save up all your money, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. You're thinking you're just going to be in Nigeria, enjoying one place, and the
Mhm.
Canadian company will be sending you the Canadian dollars, and
Dollar.
you're just be living large. Even
Dollar.
even the guy,
With a big voice.
Wait, or that you go back and set up business and it's just going to boom.
They think it's just going
bro,
to go.
exactly.
It's a process. The first problem in Nigeria, apart from I will see what I can do mentality, all those people that when you go back, they will say, I will see what I can do. You will realize I will see what I can do.
They
It's
go
not
back-
your reality.
So remember with the accent,
Mhm.
everybody be like, "Oh my God, you're back."
JGB, I
Mhm.
just
I'll get back to you.
I'll get back to
Mm.
you on that one. Then African time.
African time.
Wound you.
The work ethic in Nigeria, it's very
Very.
relaxed. People are not serious with their job. You still have to face that as well. Even the red tape, like the bureaucracy, is scattered. There is
Yeah.
no system in place. The infrastructures have all collapsed. The ministries of education, foreign affairs, all those ministries are just, everyone is just doing whatever they want. And I always say this, like setting up a business everywhere in the world is difficult in itself. But
Exactly.
in Nigeria, it's like, I'm not saying it's not possible, but it has to be something that you're passionate about. You can't just go back to Nigeria and say you want to go there and make money.
Mm.
In the first few years, you're not even going to break even.
I have to go back with the mentality. I want to go and solve some problem.
Some problems, exactly.
Yes,
You can't
exactly.
go back
Why?
because of you want to make money.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I just, when I see those tweets, I just laugh because it's just funny. I'm not saying Nigeria is like Nigeria is, I mean, there are a lot of people who are doing amazing things in Nigeria. It's just that you have to be realistic, and you don't
But
shame people who don't want
forget
to go back.
how hard those people
Had
have
to
worked
work. Yes.
for those
Exactly.
things. You think that because you're coming from abroad now, like you were saying, the office, I didn't even think of it as the office space where you are working in abroad. You think it will be the same. I said, when we went to that hospital, and this woman had the mind
Sack of
to
garri
be selling
on the
garri
table.
and Ankara.
Madam, I want to pick my lenses. I
I'm
want to
picking up
pick
my
my
glasses.
lenses.
How you advertise it?
And
I think
Ankara.
to me, this is a private hospital. I could not imagine it.
Yeah. It's something.
And when you
else.
can't understand it, people think that you are crazy. For
Yeah.
example,
Of
now
course.
we were in Abuja and people were moving with the red lights on the road.
Abuja,
When you are
when the
complaining,
light is red, that's when
they'll be rushing to drive away.
When
When you
it's
are
green,
complaining,
You
they'll
guys,
be saying,
I mean, Abuja even has street light in Lagos. Street what? The first time I saw a street light was when I moved there. Like when I like left Nigeria, that was the first time I saw like that street light when it's green, you go red. I just in
green,
primary
yellow.
school we just memorized the stuff.
yes,
Yes,
We've
sir.
never
and
seen
there were
it.
traffic wardens.
And all those fake courses that nobody
Those fake things. So I don't know. Like abroad, and you also forget those taxes you're paying. It's not like they're just going
It's
to the wind like it is in Nigeria. It's working.
You are seeing the road that you are driving.
You're seeing the roads, they maintain
Even
it.
if your road is bad, you can call your local whatever and complain.
Of course, there's accountability.
Exactly.
There's accountability. Even here in the abroad, the diaspora, we always take security for granted.
Yes.
Like, I mean, in Nigeria, like anything goes, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't even get justice. So I don't know. When I just see those tweets, I just laugh because nobody today.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
that's all
I think some people in the diaspora, they think that when there's a lot of this noise on social media, and people think that news is Twitter and Instagram. How many people actually? I go online and I Google Nigerian newspaper to read the newspaper. That's how much I like news. I read the newspaper. It's very different from what blogs are carrying. I don't really read too much of Twitter like that. And all
That's
those. Instagram. That's your duty. Instagram and Twitter. But Nigerian newspaper these days, Vanguard, all of them combined with whatever news outlet is on social media space like YouTube and all that. Then I get like some information on some basic realities. There are people that work very hard everyday citizens that work very hard and they're not getting their returns. You know,
Yeah.
they're not getting their returns.
The
And
government
when
is making things very,
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 very
difficult.
Very difficult.
because they say you have to know somebody from the inside.
From the
Of
inside.
course.
You cannot question why is it that you took me off the line? I'm supposed to be in line. This is my number. I'm entitled to this. Why are you taking me off the line? Who are you to question?
Do you know who I am?
No, Oga talk say that this person go enter. Do you know anybody?
Of course.
Even when you're trying to solve problems. I watched a guy on, I think I've forgotten the name of the YouTube channel, but I think he sells puff and I think some fish fry and
Some
fish
snacks
with his wife and all those stuff. And he was talking about his story, the tenacity, his hard work and everything. He's been living in Nigeria and all that. But he also talk about like the admirals and all those things they have to always sort every day.
You have to settle them.
Needs of everyday Nigeria. One thing I respected about that guy is he had pride.
He was very proud.
Dignity.
Dignity in labor. He has used that business to build house now.
Yes.
Now the average Nigerian that wants to move back to Nigeria, that we will choose, some of them will choose to ignore all the struggles of this guy and just say, at least if I'm selling puff in Nigeria, I can use that money to build house. We will forget that what this man has done, what his wife has done, all the struggles he has had, some hustle and private catering. He was a chef. A chef, and I think he decided to start this thing because the Oga that he had in the East at the time did not treat him well during the festive season. Wasn't paying him.
I saw that YouTube video. I remember the guy. Yes. I remember him. Yes. I remember him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember the guy. Like I think his Oga was like, you know, weary. He was there.
Yes.
The guy didn't pay him. And all and he did like he fed a lot of people at that place, and it was really good. And he said he left the job and he moved back to Lagos. I think he had a wife with a little kid.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that guy's never.
I'm just saying, like somebody abroad can see that guy and be like, hear his story and think like, oh, I'll just move back and it's just going to be like
set
that.
up a pop business. I will just roll.
And I'll just go,
just be rolling.
If you are relocating to anywhere, moving back to your fatherland is also a relocation. You have
you have to put your brain in the frame of the people that live there.
It's your life decision.
You don't know why people
when you get there and then you want to start shaming people that are abroad that don't want to move back, like as if they are missing out on anything. I'm not missing out on anything in Nigeria. I'm not here that you're talking about palm wine. I'm buying it here from the African store. Besides economics, people are importing and exporting.
The Nigerians in Nigeria that are doing those businesses that are sustaining the African stores here, they need Nigerians to be abroad.
Yes,
they do. That's true. They do.
Who is going to go and patronize the African store if not Africans?
Exactly.
Of course.
For the most part, who? No matter how.
Okay, there's also one funny thing I realized. Even those guys, or some of them that have this, like they have like this Twitter space, and I've noticed like majority of their audience are people who live abroad. If these guys move back to the Nigeria you're shouting like you're talking about, you're going to lose that audience because internet in Nigeria is very expensive. And it doesn't make any sense.
Internet is so expensive.
Internet where they offer on is that one internet.
Like you or those people would go on Twitter and Nigerians in Nigeria talking about Nigerian issues, and they start telling those people, you guys have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, make the government do something. Like, you guys, have you forgotten what Nigeria is? Why are you pretending like you were born and raised in the abroad?
Yeah, abroad, yeah.
I don't know. It's just
another thing that I don't forget what I wanted to say. There are so many things I'm learning about situations.
What is happiness to you, Adewale?
Or what is hope to you?
What is hope to you? In this context of this gist of this topic.
Well, home to me is a place where I can make my family comfortable. They're safe, they're secure. I can also achieve my dreams. The reason why I'm not in Nigeria right now is because I believe that what I want to achieve in life cannot be attained in Nigeria. That's why I left. And I'm very honest about it. So when those people talk about it, I always talk about moving to Nigeria and saying Nigeria is a lot better. I think about my goals and my dreams. Is it possible for me to achieve this thing in Nigeria? How long would it take me to do it? What are the things I need to actually, can I get the tools I need to do that thing in Nigeria somewhere else and move
Mm,
back hopefully one day if
mm,
I'm a lot better financially, mentally,
yeah.
and emotionally, and do the issues of Nigeria.
Mm.
Because
Mm,
I mean, the things like the things an average Nigerian has to deal with on a daily basis is too much for one human
Interview.
being.
mm-hmm,
Mm.
It's too much. Like
mm-hmm.
when you're going to your place of work, you have to you have to worry if the roads are like the
If the
roads
road
are
is
safe.
full, if police is on the
If
road, arm
the
robbers are on
road
the
accurate is there, arm robber is there, everything. Like that's why I always say the average Nigerian is very, very. I don't want to say they're very, very strong, but they've become numb
Yeah.
yeah,
to
the problem.
abnormality, to the
Mm-hmm.
problems. They live like zombies and they're just like going from one place to another. That's why they don't sometimes they don't even have the power to criticize the government or shout at the government anymore.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like people who live abroad or who fled abroad and they start telling Nigerians in Nigeria, why aren't you guys doing this? Why aren't
Fighting
you
for the
guys
staff.
doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So that's that to me, happiness is where my family is safe and I know that they can eat, they can have like the basic necessities of life, food,
Mm.
water, shelter, and security. If those
Mm-hmm.
things
And
are
like,
not there, what and yeah, I mean electricity, power, also that's there as well. That's there as well.
Where you can achieve
I
your
mean,
dreams.
I mean, if yeah, exactly. I mean, even without security, you can't even have electricity. I mean,
Mm.
and
that's
that's true. Without
That's very.
security, I mean, even in Nigeria, the security we used to have, it's not there anymore.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
That's
so
yeah.
I
That's
don't know.
very.
They just have to be honest. I just think they're lazy. They don't want to pay taxes, and they
Yeah.
think they go they go back home and they're working in their broad company. They're still not going to pay
Mm-hmm.
taxes. That's
You're
not
still
true.
gonna
You're still going to pay the taxes. You still pay.
yeah, definitely.
You
And
still pay.
some people who have this mentality of people who don't want to live live on the continent or in Nigeria that they are losers or whatever. We forget
Of
that people
course.
have reasons for
Personal
migrating.
choices.
There are some people who have been kidnapped victims. They've wrestled their
Of
way
course.
around and they've said, I'm leaving this country. This country is not for me. There are some
Nigeria
people
has
who
happened to them.
Nigeria that statement of Nigeria has happened to you.
Nigeria
There was
happened
a
to you. Yeah.
yeah, there was a news, well, different news come out every year, but there was this particular one of this woman and her husband and their 8-year-old daughter or something. Daughter had never visited Nigeria before, so they went all these things. And they were on a road trip. I don't know where they were going to, but
I
they
know
got
that story.
I
that
remember that
story.
story. Yeah.
Got kidnapped
I
and they
remember
horrible
that story.
the
Yeah.
family or whatever. So if that family they've survived that incident and they've chosen for that sake to never return to Nigeria, how can you criticize a family like that
Mm.
for
Or
their
the young
decision?
girl that's
Or
the
the
first
young girl that
experience she had about her
that's the experience of
parent
of our
parents'
country or whatever.
Mm.
How can you criticize her? So people have
Different stories.
different reasons, different stories, different immigration stories of being an immigrant in abroad. So my thing is that nobody should be shamed, like Adewale was saying. Nobody should be
Or feel
shamed
shamed.
or feel ashamed
Mm.
of where they
Feel
have chosen
guilty.
Yeah.
or feel guilty. If you want to go back to your fatherland, nobody can stop you.
Exactly. It's your
Move.
fatherland.
Move back. If you want to live anywhere in the world, move there.
Mm-hmm.
If it's your
People they
fatherland, go.
migrate every day
If
now.
it's not your fatherland, you do it legally. Not be the one because you hear some people saying, some people that come and say abroad is hard, abroad is hard. You will see that they went with visitors visa and they stayed. Now they are illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And they are
And no
praying.
wonder they are this. They are praying.
They are praying that
And
one
typing.
day God will give them
Then
passports. You
Or
cannot
give
do
them paper.
illegal things
And
and
expect
You
expect
can't.
legality.
You can't.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
You
mean,
know?
I mean, even like, I would just think like migration has always happened.
Yeah.
It's not something that just happened in this generation. As long as we are human beings always seek for greener pastures wherever they can find it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As long as they have free will, they'll do whatever they want.
Mhm.
You can't just force people to stay somewhere and you don't provide the things necessary for them to live a good life. If they don't get it, they will move somewhere else. It's
Mhm.
it's just that's just how life works. That's
Exactly.
how things work in the real world. It's not
Exactly.
like you're not living in some utopia where
Very
you
close stuff.
you expect everyone to just stay where you want and
Mhm.
you have to stay there and do this. So
Mhm.
it's like I'm not saying don't go, just be realistic and tell
Yeah.
people like I also believe that like everyone's success story where everyone is going to succeed is different. Some people,
Exactly.
it's already been written in the books that Nigeria is where they're going to, you
Mm-hmm.
know, they're going to do wonderful things. I mean, there are
Mm-hmm.
a lot of even look at Nollywood. There are a lot of like
Mm-hmm.
Nigerian actors and actresses who were born and raised in the abroad, and they moved back to
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria and
Yeah.
they became
They're
very
excelling.
popular. They're doing very well
Mm-hmm.
because they realized that if they wanted to make a name for themselves in that film industry, they couldn't do that in the abroad. They
Yeah.
had more opportunities in Nigeria and
Same
they
thing with
moved
music.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with music.
There was
Yeah.
a tangible reason for them to move back. It wasn't
Yeah.
because they wanted to save money or something.
No.
Yeah. Why?
It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. There are a lot of like Nigerian musicians also who were born and raised abroad. They moved back because they
Yes.
realized they had those opportunities. The
Mm-hmm.
people who had wonderful business ideas
Mm-hmm.
who were living abroad, they moved back because they saw that market there and they were ready to do the work.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really think that they're just going to go to Nigeria and start making big bucks. No, they were ready to do the work and they sat through it.
Mm-hmm.
They paid their dues and did everything to get their
Exactly.
companies or their businesses where they are today. So I don't get this whole
Great.
yeah,
I call it
abroad is
great.
better, abroad is great, abroad is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like everywhere has the good and bad side. It's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
just you have to be in a place that works for you. That's just it. Wherever it
But
is.
yeah.
So that's
Thank
Thank you
you
so
so
that's
much.
much.
Thank you so much. We really
yeah.
appreciate you. We
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you. Thanks
Welcome.
for putting everything in context
In
because
perspective,
because
because
I couldn't have said it better than you said it.
and as he was talking, I was
Yeah.
also remembering some
Remembering
things
some
too.
stuff. That's why we like people to call in and talk because sometimes we were here like to for everyone to come in and participate.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and different people's opinion awakens different consciousness in people's
Yeah.
mindset. And one takeaway I'm having from you is where would work for me, my goals in life. And you also expatiated on the fact that some people it is Nigeria
Mm-hmm.
It
and
is.
they will do the work. You have to do the work and then pay their dues and then they reap whatever it
Right.
is
Mm-hmm.
and then they're thriving and all that. So other people it's in different parts of the world. So at the end of the day, people who feel like maybe they read all this, like you say, you read all this stuff on social media and you just laugh. That's because you know why you are
why
where
you've
you
chosen to
are.
live. Yeah.
Yes.
People that are in the abroad that don't have their own self will
Mm-hmm.
and think that everything you hear and you see you have to follow, then you miss out on identifying why you're on this earth and whatever it is that you have to offer, that you earn income
That's
from
true.
it. You
That's
cannot tell
true.
me that. That's why sometimes when some actors or whatever they will say they want to break into Hollywood and all those things. What are you breaking into?
I don't
When you
understand
go,
too.
when that the Africa, this Nigeria now they talk, the Nollywood is going everywhere. It's going everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what you are called to do or
Mm-hmm.
what you identify. Okay, this is my strength. I want to be in the radio. This I want to be in the radio space. I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay, I'll go back home and I'll be crying and I'll do the work
Mm-hmm.
and pay my dues. And then hopefully someday I will get to where I want to be. Right? That's the thing. So I
Yes.
really appreciate your contribution, Adewale.
Thank you so
Intellectual
Yeah.
doings.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
As
so
always.
much.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
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 Ah.
All right. That was a perfect way to start.
Hi,
with
Mary
Adewale.
and
Hi,
African
Mary.
Walker. How you guys doing? So that's our own. This now you have heard it from Adewale as
Adewale
well.
couldn't have said it better. For everybody just
but
joining
you
in,
know,
this
sir,
is what we're talking about today.
today, yeah.
Moving back to Nigeria, the reality of your 2 weeks, 30 December versus actually living in the country and all of
yeah.
that. So
The
that's what we're
everyday
talking
thing.
about.
That's what we're talking about. Do you feel? Do you feel ashamed? You feel like you are missing out on something. And Adewale said something that some people they forgot why they left Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way you have to remember if you want to go back to your fatherland, why you are going back.
Mm-hmm. And some people are also not realizing in the sense that some people who have traveled abroad for the most, but let's say that you're from a rich home or whatever, choosing and let's say your parents have a company and they're actually good people who are your parents and whatnot. So you know that pata no matter what,
you cannot,
even if you fail in the abroad,
you have where to lean on.
And you say you're moving back to Nigeria today, you know that at least
you are going back home.
That Nollywood movies to act like the child from abroad will come and inherit the father's company or the mother's company.
Exactly.
And all of that. Even if your coins have shortened, like your money that you're earning are shortened because you've overused, you almost finished it in Nigeria. You know that funds will still come from people that gave birth to you. So I think that's the reality that Adewale pointed out in his speech and everything. I think in his speech.
In his contribution today.
His contribution and everything, Yep.
Somebody's asking when last were you in Nigeria?
Are you immigration?
A few years ago.
A few years ago.
Yeah, very near.
Very recently.
Yeah, very near a few years ago.
I left for a long time. And we went on our road trip and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Horrible experience.
That road trip.
It was the most horrible experience.
We even stay hotel where we say mosquito, they shook. They stiff my shoe too.
It was the most horrible experience of my life.
Well, hi, Faith.
Hey, guys. Finally meeting you guys. Good evening.
Compliments of the season.
Yeah, to you too. But I'm not from Nigeria, but I'm from Cameroon.
Yeah.
Well, what are you pointing? Hey, guys, what are you pointing my shining teeth like that? You're happy to hear from me, huh? I feel like a celebrity.
We're happy to hear from you because we're always seeing your comments.
Yes.
We're always seeing your comments.
Oh, thank you.
We do appreciate it, please. Everywhere we see your comments, we really do appreciate it. And then it's always nice to put a voice to the name.
Exactly.
It makes it very accessible. Yeah. Like this is
yes, you're right.
All of us be inside this YouTube, this thing.
Yes, so
and another Cameroon sister. So D is also from Cameroon, and you're from Cameroon. So that's why we're like,
D. I think I've heard her on Auntie B's channel as well.
She also come here too. Yes.
She's
also come here. Yeah. So it's always nice to hear that some Nigerians are here, like
and I'm always happy to finally catch you online because I've been trying, but I'm never going to able to get online when you're online as well.
Yeah.
And then I said that today I've caught you, so I'm going to call in. Okay. No, but anyways, what I wanted to say is that for me, I don't really know how to live back home in Cameroon because I grew up over here in Europe. But I would honestly like to go and live back home. Not because I have any nostalgia or because life is so much better back home, but because I would like to improve things, Because I think, the brain drain, right? That if everybody goes to the West, who is going to develop our country? Who is going to develop our own nations, And then when we come over here, then there's no respect in a lot of places because they think Africa is so lowly, you can't get any respect from people if you say you're from this country or that country. So for me, I'd rather, honestly, I don't know how to, if I'll be capable of it because I don't really know the lifestyle there. I don't even know how to use the money. But if I could, I would like to go and help. I'm going to maybe make a company and employ people and then employ people in a good way, not trying to use somebody, not trying to, I have a cousin and she's working and she's pregnant. I don't want to give her, maternity leave. She said she has to walk around the clock. She was sick, but she still had to go to work, So there's no, how do they call this? Yes, how do they call these things for workers?
Maternity leave, time off,
paid time off, PTO.
No. This when people when you come together to fight for workers' rights.
Union.
Yes, exactly. It's union, exactly. So there's no union back home. So you have to create those kind of things so that, if you're working, you also have rights, not only the person who, Oga or, the person who has money. Yes, you can just control everything you do. So yes, that's something I would like to do. Yeah. Not just because I have any nostalgia, back home is so much better than over here. I don't see that one.
So it's based off of your needs and your desires to improve the state of your country.
Yes, exactly. That's the only thing for me because my nuclear family and even my siblings and my parents, they're all over here. So it's not as if I'm really missing. I have a lot of family over there. I have extended family everywhere, right? But my nuclear family is where I am. So it's not as if I have to go back to Cameroon to go and see family or whatever. But I just like to develop Africa. Not even Cameroon. I would just like to see Africa develop. It's such a wish of mine that we can get together, us young people, get together, do something and organize something back home. I don't know how one can do it. It's such a big thing to think about. One doesn't even know where to start, but yes, that's something I like to do.
I do hear about that thing of the brain drain and all the whole thing of the West is taking the great minds. I actually do think that it's a disservice to the millions of Africans on the continent, because it makes it seem as if people who are, for example, in Nigeria or in Cameroon, are dumb, in the sense that for them to moving abroad is the brilliant one. That's not always the case. Every African cannot live in Africa. It cannot live in Africa and also
You're
cannot
right.
away from Africa.
Yes.
And
there are so many brilliant minds.
Many brilliant minds. For
Many.
example, there's this guy in Nigeria who created a drone or whatever out of some basic
Plastics, yeah.
Really?
Yes, research.
Wow. Yes, I will. Google is my friend.
They could not. It was a European country.
I think in Norway. Or
Norway, some random ass European
they saw
country.
what it
They
did
saw it online. He invited him. Now, how can you tell this guy who is a child of a nobody that his country did not invest in him?
Yes, the foreign country. Yes, I get it.
That are brilliant. So I personally, and Cameroon or whatever. I personally, it was Finland. See,
it was Finland. Thank you, Adewale.
Okay. Thank you, Adewale.
There are many brilliant people. Well, we're talking about. Remember, we gave you an example of what do they call it? The doctor in Nigeria in December during the height of the whole COVID thing, right? I think the news came out early January, late December. He's been working for 3 months, round the clock, unpaid. They did not pay him his salary.
You are not serious.
The thing there online.
Wow.
We have a lot of doctors that you have people from European countries or wherever it is.
These are doctors who studied in Nigeria.
There's a news that came out a few months ago. The lady said she was shocked when she saw her professor, who is a very intelligent, top class. I don't know the specialty person.
Also, a very intelligent man, anyways.
Yes, and has contributed a lot.
Somebody that taught you how
10 years ago
was also at the convention or whatever of where they were coming to recruit doctors from Nigeria to the UK.
So
and he left as well. Or he was thinking of leaving the country.
Or pick who they want to pick or whatever.
Okay, got you. But that's you guys. So you the way what you're telling me is just what I'm talking about, the brain drain. Because these intelligent people are hardworking people, they want to stay back home, but they are seeing that all their investments is going to nothing. So they are deciding, okay, we want to leave. That's an example, exactly what I was talking about. This doctor wants to leave. Everybody, the person at the convention wants to leave. That's what I'm talking about. Instead of, because they are so smart, they could, if the government could invest in these people, the growth our countries would see be unbelievable, So yeah.
And also, let's not also forget that the government is also at the core of it all. Before anybody becomes a member of the government, they are first a citizen.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I cannot totally blame the Nigerian government for all the atrocities going on in Nigeria. Neither can I blame them for any good. Can I uplift them for the good happening in Nigeria? Because heck, they are not part of quarter of what the good things that happen in Nigeria. Now, for the things of evil going on in Nigeria, it is not the governor that you see going to kidnap somebody, for example. It is
that's right.
So the citizens themselves sometimes do not or behave like they do not want positive change in the society.
In the country. Exactly.
And I also want to add that these people, like for example, like Adewale said, the man is a pediatric consultant. Yes, care for kids. Thanks, Adewale. Is the fact that they have the right to better their life, to choose where they want to go to.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, you met Nigerian doctor that goes back home every month.
There's a Nigerian doctor that, yes, I've forgotten the state where he works in. He took certain percentage cut off from his salary in the US. But he goes to Nigeria every month to perform free surgeries.
Whoa. I think I've heard of him. I think I've heard of this guy. So all of us, a lot of citizens are willing to help and invest and give back. They don't even know where to start. And even if you give, they'll still try to use you. So I don't know.
That's it.
So the thing is like, it's not just having the will. There are people who actually go back. Yes, thank you, Adewale. He's a neurosurgeon.
Neurosurgeon, yes. Because I think I heard about him. I heard of his, his story.
Yes. Compared to the ones that There's so many people
compared to the people that we don't even know.
There's so many people that they keep
We don't know about. Yes.
They still go back and they see that there are so many people also abroad that have foundations
in Nigeria
that are doing things in certain parts of Nigeria or different parts of Africa.
Yes.
So the thing,
we can't see it. We don't see it. That's the thing. Maybe if we're on ground, we'd see more of it.
You have to research. You have to desire to know.
It's something that you have to search for.
This is sometimes they are not like
they are not the popular thing. And for example, now,
yes, I've got you.
Negative news you hear. Negative news, they will tell you sales.
Yes, it's going to be blown up in the news.
Yeah. So sometimes you just have to check good news happening in Cameroon today.
Yes.
And you see things that are going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but I can guarantee you that there are so many Cameroonians in different parts of the world that are
trying their best. I know. That's what the thing is. I know that. But I mean, how we get together and in a grand scale, get together in a grand scale, do something. Because I know individually we are doing things, but I mean together and have such an impact that it changes our nations.
Everybody have a life purpose. Not some people's purpose is not togetherness.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, yes, my sister, I get you. That's what I get.
Some people might have been born doing things together. So in the sense that maybe they've engaged in partnership with friends and they've gotten
and maybe siblings, even siblings.
Yeah, I'm saying that that's what I'm saying, that whoever has anything to offer all this, that's when people talk about brain drain, who is coming to drain the country of the brains?
No, the country is letting them go. That's what I'm talking about. I think it's the wrong word to use, because the countries are letting these brains go away because they're not trying to utilize,
The countries did not give them a choice.
Yes, exactly. You're right.
How can somebody who went to medical, I'm always using the medical school thing. You go to school, you say 7 years, I'm going to study this degree.
This is my strikes.
I spent over 10 years studying this medicine. Do housemanship, get a job. I don't get paid sometimes. I do what I'm using what I not necessarily me do.
But yes, I get you.
They do protest. They don't respect their rights to protest. Some of them they don't respect all those type of things. I don't know entitled to get paid. So how do you?
Of course they are.
When there's opportunity, they travel abroad to go and study. From there, they have to write all the board exams. I use the US, for example, because I had many friends that were doing that. They will write step 1, step 2, step 3. They will wait to be matched. Do you know how much money is that? Get all their degrees and everything.
And this is international tuition, no? Yeah, you're paying times 3 of what the average person.
You cannot make that person. That's why you can never. Nobody else can make that person or those people feel guilty that there's brain.
No. Of course not, because they invested in their education.
That's what I'm saying.
And also, with this brain drain, you also have to remember that if you are not settled, you cannot help another person. I'll give you an example. That's why on the plane, they tell you if there's an emergency and the masks drop,
you put your own first. Yes. Yes.
So for example,
because you can't pull anybody up if you're low, if you're down. Yes.
That's
I got you.
Expand on it.
So the desire is there. Yes. People. I have Cameroonian friends that they will be sending, they will buy a lot of this festive season.
Of course, I know. The thing is that I see it in my own personal life. I get it.
They do it and all those type of things. They desire, but then is the space. Sometimes some people have tried so much and they've lost everything. And they're like, I want to try a different way to solve my problem. And I also hear like you talk about, they say some people will come abroad and they will say they disrespect you or they don't respect you or all those things. What is priority in this life?
Yeah, somebody has spoken about that. Sometimes they feel like they are second class, although they are citizens, for example, in Canada and America, they feel like they're second class citizens.
Is that your why you're in the country?
I told my sister, I said, wherever I am in the world, I am paying for where I want to be. So, for example, I'm in Canada, I'm paying my bills, I'm doing this. I was an international student.
You're paying your taxes, you're paying everything, yes.
Everything, working, contributing to the society, local business and everything. Nobody can ever make me feel like I'm in second class.
You don't belong. Yes, my sister.
If I pay to be here, your privilege
clap for you guys. Thank you.
Now, that
because when they brought that gas, I will continue to talk about for the rest of my life. That gas bill, when they brought that gas bill, they did say, Ella and Yo-Yo, second class citizen, this is your bill.
They said, bring money, bring out the money.
When I go to the restaurant and I tip the waiters and waitresses, they don't say this is second class citizen tipping. No.
Money, yes. They collect it. Bring your food.
When I go to the nail salon and they pretend not to understand me. When I bring out your tip, you understand it, Abi?
Everybody, that's what I'm saying. Like Adewale said, you have to know why you are where you are and what you want from your life.
Absolutely.
And I don't think that anybody living in any part of the world, as long as you are there legally, should feel less. Because you have a place called fatherland. Or motherland.
And the thing is that also, nobody can make you feel less. You know.
Unless you give them permission.
Yes, except you give them the chance to. It's just that I want what in general, like it was at the beginning, I was talking about in general, not about me personally. Because for me personally, where I am, I don't care about what somebody else thinks because I know what I'm here for and I know my goal. That I'm just meaning in general in the world view, you know what I mean? That they always say these Africans. That's what I'm trying to say. These Africans, they are your country. Like the way Trump said, our shithole countries. You know what I mean? That's just the only thing I'm talking about.
Every country is a shithole country. I'm telling you. If you read, you know about the history of some countries. Every country.
Of course. No, but they can cover their own. They cover their own. It's just our own. We are pushing out.
You have to see. Anybody come to me and tell me in your country, Nigeria is a country, I will wash you down.
I'll show you receipt
about your own.
It's about information. It's about information. It's discussion.
Yes. All these.
Go back home. Yeah, we tell you to.
Let me give you
go back home.
Let's give them gist. We're in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our passport. You know, some people will say they're traveling their Nigeria passport, they hide them. Our passport went to the checkout counter, right? No, check-in counter, whatever. We checked in, and the guy's name is Brandon. I will never forget it. I told him I'll never forget his name. And he's like, "Oh, you're Nigerian?
Oh, are you from?"
Where was the guy from? Where was the guy from?
Just chill first.
The check, what they call them?
The check-in counter for airports now. Where you go?
No, I'm asking because was he a black guy? Was it a white guy? You know what I mean?
Let me give you this thing now. This thing, not the tutorials. If you like, you see me and say, "Oh my goodness, you're Nigerian." Those things don't faze me. I don't care your color. So we're wondering like, why is he so excited? And then he said that he's always wanted to go to Nigeria. Then he's like, he has Nigeria.
Imagine.
The guy's name. He called the guy's full name. Olayinka something. The full Yoruba.
You are not serious.
So well, that's number one. Then number two, the guy started talking about like the fact that he went to meet his fellow ticket counter guy, and he's like,
"Do you know they're Nigerians?
Do you know they're Nigerians? Have you heard of this? You started calling names of our musicians.
Nigerian footballer, this
Nigerian football, Victor Moses.
Yeah."
So it's the image that you represent outside. We have to present a better image of ourselves outside. Like if you're proud.
Because his Nigerian friend has done a good service on the
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like if like I'm Cameroonian, if I talk about my food, my people, I always show pride. You know what I mean? Nobody can tell me nothing. So yes.
But also, we as Nigerians, for me, all those things, I'm intrigued. I want to understand why you are so excited. So as we started listening to my father. Oh, you know, Victor Moses, his friend, and he was just talking. The thing, conversations he was having, you can tell that guy is eating jollof rice. And you know what I mean by that? Which means that he has enjoyed the Niger gist. Yeah. Really enjoyed. It's not a matter of telling people. When I go office, if I want to talk to you about jollof rice, I talk to you about jollof rice, so that the next day you ask me, can I
taste it?
Have my local food in the office. I eat it. So some people will be the Africans in their abroad, and they will say, "Oh, I can't have all these things."
And you cannot make me feel yes because of my passport is green or whatever. I have to allow you the permission to disrespect me.
Yeah,
that's what my sister said. If you are racist, that's on your conscience. It's not for me to be figuring out.
It should not be on my chest.
So
and it's your problem.
Exactly. So knowing who you are, why you are where you are, no other person, including your own fellow country person, should make you feel like you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough.
Or you have to be in a certain place for something to move.
You know, if you say like you have this desire, very fantastic desire.
Very, very fantastic.
And there's no perfect way to start. There's nobody that will come and tell you, "Faith, start this year, go like this."
Yes.
Cameroon, you have to go and gist with the people.
You have to start from somewhere.
You have to define the community.
That's a good idea.
You know, understand the community where you want to start whatever.
I bet you there are probably Cameroonian YouTubers who live in Cameroon. They will show you different places like you can go and everything.
You get what I mean? You know.
Yes, and where one can start. Exactly.
You have to be there with the people. That's what we're saying. Like, and then you have like why. For example, now let me give you this gist. we just watched a very fantastic Nollywood movie. I recommend for everybody.
A Nigeria Christmas on Netflix. Everybody has to see.
Go and watch
A Nigeria Christmas. Okay.
Yes, that's Ella will
I'll
type it in there. A Nigeria Christmas.
Okay,
Very
thank you.
based oriented, sweet movie, right? Now these people from Lekki or the island, they wanted to go and help people in the hood, Mushin.
Oh.
Island. Now I'm correlating it with those of us like who live in diaspora and want to go and help people in the
Go back home.
It's almost like that. That's like the rich versus.
But they were going with their
rich
mindset,
arrogance,
to impose on the people in the community. And people in the community say, no, not be like that. We want you to celebrate us
for example, instead of going there and calling Santa Claus Father Christmas, they were calling Santa Claus Santa Claus, and people in
Santa Claus. They don't know what Santa Claus is. Yes.
You know what Father
Christmas. But they know what Christmas. So you have in the language.
You cannot come and sing.
You have to meet the people where they are. Yes.
Yes.
You cannot come and also go and sing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." They're like, what is that? They know Fuji music to customize it to that. Yeah, what am I saying? Exactly. The movie is very interesting. Everybody should go and watch it too. What am I saying is that the desire to assist in the fatherland or the motherland is nice desire. But the reality on ground is you gotta be there. You gotta do a lot
of to do something. Absolutely.
You also have to also want to be helped.
Yes.
You cannot force your help on people. You
I got you guys. So it's really you have to go there, be on ground, inform yourself about what the people want, and then try and help, and take it from there.
Exactly. It's the same thing with the relocating. Like nobody should feel bad if they are relocating back to their fatherland or their motherland, because that is their root. Nobody should make you feel bad or feel like you're missing out on something. Even the people in the Nigeria, for example, now that will say, they go back abroad, then they'll be feeling bad because they relocated back, then they feel like
some people say that they will spread rumors about them that they were deported. That's why they are
that's on those people that's spreading the rumor.
Yes.
If you know
exactly,
why
you know why you went back.
Thank you, Faith. You are getting it now. You understand what I'm saying?
I get you.
Because she's also kind of twitched my own understanding of the reality of what it is.
Yeah, nobody's coming there to come and say, everybody's always. Some people always think that the West is collecting and this.
And let me tell you,
people will pay for your talent if it's providing services.
Now, Faith, let me even tell you. You know a race of people that you find everywhere. The Asians.
Yes, they are everywhere.
That because Chinese people are migrating, I'm using Chinese because that's a popular thing. Because Chinese people are migrating to Canada every single day. Heck, when we were before the COVID, when we were in the airport a few years ago, when they not saying that if you are a holder of a Nexus and you have a Chinese passport, you can skip. There's a separate line for you. There's a separate good life for you. Why can't Nigerian government do that? Anyways, that's by the
can do the same thing. Yes. No, and what I do also like is that we don't have, sometimes our people don't have pride in themselves. That they will first serve like a white person before they serve an African, instead of the other way around. Like when you're back in Nigeria, for example, they said that the Nigerians here first before anybody else. That would be so cool.
You will find that, I bet you, on every street, in every city
in Canada, they have a tradition that
in Canada, in America, and even in Europe, that there's an Asian restaurant.
Everybody will say, I'm going
there
to
is. I just went and got my own just now. Like this.
All the people in China are finished, and they don't see my great.
No, you're right. And you guys, people are even a lot. Nigerians are plentiful.
Population. They capture 100 million.
I was driving to work yesterday. I was going to work on the radio. I was listening, and I've never heard this thing before. And they were like, a day before Christmas in certain parts of, I think, the GT or whatever, most restaurants are closed. So everybody goes to Chinese restaurants are always open, right?
Because they don't celebrate it, or why?
Everybody, no, it's not better.
It's
money.
Money. Okay, got you. Everybody's looking for money here.
That's what I'm saying.
If everywhere is closed and only you is open, everybody will come to
sweet money.
That's what we're talking about.
When you even hear Chinese New Year, do you used to see Chinese people closing their shop?
No. Never.
So they say
because they're about that life, they're about that money.
It's about the things. That's what we're saying, and that's what Adewale was saying in the beginning. Understanding the economics of power, forex, all those things, right? So these people, they were telling on radio that everybody gets. It's the first time I'm hearing. Everybody gets. Most people in Canada, they will get Chinese right, the night before, because
we did it
obviously-
in 2017 Christmas.
Yes.
After church, where did we go? No Chinese
To the
restaurant.
Chinese.
You know, so I'm just saying, exactly, and people need food. Thank you, the basket 101. Someone says,
You guys giving this nice idea. Let me also, give African food.
Cameroon, Jama. Cameroon,
Yes.
Jama.
And pepper soup. Pepper soup is good also.
We have our food business here in Toronto. We've had
Okay.
Asian people from us.
Egusi and
You're not
pounded
serious.
yam.
Egusi and pounded.
Yes, I know
That's
that's
the
Chinese
kind of
dish.
thing. Imagine somebody eating from the, who is not from Africa.
Oh, how do you know about this meal? Because when I go to the restaurant, I
Yes.
expect people to know what all you can eat means. What
Yes.
So I'm just saying that, so you're understanding why you are where you
and
are
who you are.
and
Yes,
who you are.
yes,
Every immigrant
yes.
has a story,
Mhm.
and sometimes
You're right.
I think sometimes as
We punish ourselves as
Africans,
Africans.
we think that we are the only ones that are
going through the
the
whole
whole
problem
problem.
and all of that.
When I have Asian friends, I have Turkish friends, I have people from other cultures and everything. I listen to their story. You see that all our why is very similar.
Very
Yes.
similar.
So some people are leaving their countries. These are Europeans, so leaving their countries because of security. Hey,
Because
why
of?
British people migrating to Canada?
Yes, there's some British people that are migrating here now. Yes.
Because it's not safe. Or why?
I have British international students in my university. Why? And Nigerians not going to Britain to school. You can't tell me there's no British. Why are you? Even an American international student in Canada studying.
They come over here.
Dance.
Yes. We have a lot of Americans over here as well.
Is Hollywood not the hub of entertainment? What are you
It
doing?
is.
But he's an
Everybody
American.
knows Hollywood.
Okay, let me tell you another thing. Let me give another context. Now, this immigration we're talking about, and fatherland or motherland or whatever it is, not only us get this thing. Most of the high profile or big celebrity names that are in the US now for music this thing, they were born and raised in Canada, but they know that they had to relocate. E.g., Baba Drake.
To make it. Yes, exactly.
For the audience and your music. Okay, look at Davido. If you listen to the interviews he has done about his journey, I respect that guy.
Yeah.
About his journey, you understand his why and why
he
came
chose
back
to move back to Nigeria.
the space.
Same
thing with Tiwa. You know,
yes,
so
everybody has their story. Yes, everybody has their road.
Right.
You have to go where your seed will multiply and your why. Who will pay for the service, and are you solving any problem?
Yes. And are you advancing yourself? Are you advancing your life? Yes.
So the crowd mentality of let us all go back. People are moving every day. So that's why
I don't. The thing is, I cannot even imagine all of us going back. The thing cannot even contain all Africans. If we were supposed to be like, pour back home. Let's all of us pour back home. The country will explode. The continent will explode now.
You forget that there are people of other races too and other countries that also live in Africa.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially
the Asians.
Cook your food.
They can never start that story.
Hello guys, we're really nice. It was nice talking to you guys. I have to go back. I'm moving. But I just wanted to talk to you. I'm packing my apartment, so I was like, let me leave. Let me leave now. I'm going back.
Thank you so much, Kate. Happy moving.
No, but yeah, you guys have a nice evening. What time is it over there?
3:29 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good one.
Yeah. That's the thing. Put everything in context.
Scratch me up today.
Faith just made my day. If you put everything in context, you understand. This thing. Anyways, we are rounding up.
Yeah, you have any other thing else you can?
Because me, I want to go and take pepper soup.
We are going to go and have lunch, please.
Yes, pepper soup and
want to go and eat. Want to go and eat. This pepper soup and yam.
I will cook now.
Okay, because when they talk, I see the pepper soup and yam is already here. I was beginning to wonder. I go give one thing. It's good. Yeah, thank God that you have said it online. Man will not leave, or sister will not leave by west of Martin. Anyway, the country is good.
Yeah,
everything is politics.
Baba, now they take all these things too serious.
You are living. You ladies are living
in a colonized land.
Forget that
thing. All those that mentality.
We know.
You shoot all those things for your.
Even
We know.
Nigeria is also a
Colonized
colonized
land.
land.
You not be.
Yes, also.
Nice to be. How are you?
Nice life. Hello, guys. How on a day?
Oh, we enjoy you. We're doing fine. We're doing well.
Man, I did bad doing our show always, man. I just want to tell you that you guys are the best thing that ever happened in the history of this world. I'm telling you.
Wow, still watching.
Washing. Where did I hear that word again? Washing. So wait. I did park. I'm at the park. I'm sitting in my car. I play in a local league here. We have a match today. So I said, make a call for good luck, so that my team go win. Common sense, sisters. If I don't win this game today, I'll personally hold you guys responsible.
That means you did not work hard for this.
How many of your team members get bowling? Because most of the other people get bowling.
Wait, let me know that. How many of the team members are subscribed to this channel? Exactly.
I'll work on that. I promise I'm going to work on that. But seriously, guys, I love the topic as usual. You guys, I mean, you said it all. I'll just make it very quick and brief. So, I think everybody said it. Home is really where your heart is. It sounds like a cliche, but it's true. It's true. The days of my fatherland, whatever that is, those days. Oh, by the way, recently, the state government, so they named the street after my grandpa. So I'm really happy about that. So, but so does that mean I should now move back and go and no? That doesn't necessarily mean that. The world is a global village. You can still be sentimentally attached to your roots or whatever where you're from, but the fact is that wherever you found yourself, even if you study the migratory patterns of birds, right? They follow food. They follow where food they. Now where food they, then they follow. So even as human beings, we migrate towards where we can find food. And if that's the place you want to be, don't let somebody guilt trip you to say you left your fatherland, you left, something. There's so much. There is problem everywhere. There are troubles everywhere. And I've also heard of cases of people who moved back from Yankee and they were vandalized, abused. Some even got killed by the people back home that they were trying to help. So don't assume that, you want to go back and help, and then they will spread the red carpet for you, and then they will accept you. It doesn't necessarily work that way. We pay bills everywhere. It doesn't. So I don't know. Depending on what is important to you, yes, there are those who move back and they do great, and there are those who stay out. You don't have to physically be there to help. You can help from a distance. A lot of us are doing a lot of things, to help the community back home. So I'm just saying generally that wherever you've been planted, wherever you're situated, just be the best you can. Just contribute to your immediate surroundings, and just be a great human being altogether. That's really my take.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Good luck. Summarize everything.
You summarize everything.
This is what this life was about.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. So please wish me well on my game. I have to win this game.
Subscribe now. When they subscribe, people will subscribe, send us the list. I cannot play where they go lose woefully. It's like if you don't go to the gym, then you want 6 packs, then you say you have to come and ask them please go.
Anyways, I could try. Anyway, thank you guys. Good to see you guys again.
All right, take care. Bye.
All right, bye. Yeah.
Everything is politics.
Everything is politics. Everything is politics.
Nobody's abandoning the continent.
How can I abandon my fatherland?
One of the greatest points of money entering Nigeria is the funds that diaspora send back home.
You gotta check the research, yeah.
I was saying because we are Nigerians and we know
we need to be everywhere for economic power.
Everywhere.
So I think
every African cannot live in Africa. Every European cannot live in Europe. Every North American, Australian, or whatever the continents cannot live where they have been.
Yes,
everywhere, almost everywhere. has been colonized, and there have been atrocities on almost every land. The only Virgin people now that we know is the Sentinelese people, whereby if you go to their place, they buy you, and you don't know the history. We don't know the history of those people when they kill foreigners and what happened to them. You know, everywhere. Everywhere. Villages conquer villages.
Exactly. So what are we saying?
So the history is important here. There's racism in their blood. Nobody can deny that. There's also tribalism and there are issues on the continent, and nobody can deny that as well. So everywhere there's problems.
Wahala everywhere. Just
pay bills. Pick the Panadol that you can swallow.
No, pick the wahala that you want.
No, that you can handle.
That you can handle. And don't allow anybody. Don't give anybody the permission to make you feel guilty for your choice of wahala.
Yeah.
That you can handle. You know, I cannot be living my mentality and every time I colonize. No. Nobody can make me feel less of where I am just because. No.
That's the colonizers' business.
That's their you know.
Now they are returning the gods back to Africa, to Nigeria. You know, have they prepared a place for the gods? Well, that's another topic.
You know, the day I was well, let me know if we enter.
Thank you so much, everybody.
You know, thank you, everybody. This was fun. We have to go and take our own pepper soup because it's snowing here.
We have to feel like Nigerians in
and
Canada.
I'm thankful to all those African stores.
Yeah.
Our pepper soup.
Watch our videos. The African stores that we've been to.
How many of them they watch the video? Now I have to pepper
all the beautiful things. Please,
you know, pepper soup spice now from the African store that we bought. We used to make better.
Yeah, pepper soup that will make us feel connected to our fatherland.
They connect now. If I not connect, well, I go talk about the topic. And nobody can make me feel, I'm not going to apologize for this. So yeah, it's not that serious, you know. At the end of the day, just be self-aware of what you want to do with yourself
and the realities of the world.
Wherever it is you are relocating, whether you're relocated to fatherland or away from the fatherland, do your research. Be informed.
The grass is not always greener on the other side.
If it's always greener on the other side, the bill is always higher, which means that you are paying more for something that you are getting. Define your happiness. Define what is boredom to you. For some people, they think that they have to have yard people say good morning to them every day. For me, I don't care about that. You know, minding my business is okay for me. So there are different things. Just pick and choose what works for you.
And don't shame anybody for having a different decision. At the same time, don't allow yourself to be shamed. Because you have to allow certain emotions to happen to you. That's the what to do.
Don't forget
to
like the video. Give the video a thumbs up. Okay, that's what like means. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget, please subscribe.
Subscribe for good luck. Be like Toby.
Subscribe for good luck. For those of you who are going to play soccer.
And thank you, Faith, Adewale, and Toby for calling me. Everybody contributed in the comment section.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate you. And
we hope you have a wonderful Saturday.
Yeah, next week Saturday is Christmas.
We don't know whether
enjoy your Christmas wherever you are.
And the new year in the future, because now 1 more week back to back.
Yeah, I'm not sure say we'll go there.
I don't know if we'll update the community page if we're going to be here, or if we're going to be lavishing with.
But in the meantime, go to the Common Sense, the Christmas blog, and go and watch the different movies for the Christmas and Santa Claus. Those of you that are abroad, forgotten. And then don't forget to watch this Nigerian movie.
In Nigeria Christmas.
Every person, you don't have to be a Nigerian to understand this movie. Every person would love this movie. A Nigeria Christmas is a Nollywood movie on Netflix. Trust me.
Came out 2 days ago.
This is a good icebreaker if you are taking someone on the first date. Netflix and chill. Trust me. This is really good.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
And until we see you next time.
Make common sense. Everybody. Bye from you.
Bye.